I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Victor Allen's New Sports. Victor Allen's unique look, hot, sexy, brought to you by the man the ladies have nicknamed Sexual Chocolate.
No,
and here he is. Here's Vic. Yeah.
I like that.
Victor Allen.
I like that. Next time, can we record a woman's voice saying that announcement so we can relieve you of your duties?
I will play it if you produce it.
I'll produce it because I just can't do it. It's
Suzette,
hard.
they have volunteered. They have volunteered, Vic.
Soon. Hey, you guys, thank you for tuning in. This is our way of saying, one way or another, the stories we're going to cover here with New Sports, they will fall under a category of balling, upset, letdown, whatever, big pimping, or something for the ladies. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say this because it's necessary. We have arrived. We have arrived. We arrived.
How did you know that?
I realize now that the best thing to do is let people know why you like sports and why you're either a hater or not. You're a man who supports athletes. I'm a person who supports athletes. So that means, Mario, when I say the new Tiger Woods is Rory Mclleroy, you're going to say yes.
Huh? Rory? Somehow. Okay, first
Tiger
thing,
Woods.
Rory. You got to get a name that's cooler. Because it's a little hard to say. It doesn't really roll off the tongue. Rory.
No. Wait, see, you're taking it down the wrong path now.
I'm just saying he needs to get a nickname.
Well, let me just say
Killer
this. Let me
McElroy.
Well, let me say this. I'm going to give props to
Big
Rory.
Pipe McElroy.
Let me say this. When you're a product of the media, you can elevate. And since he's not over here the way we relate with him, he's big. He's had equal accomplishments like Tiger Woods at his age.
British, right?
Yes. Irish, maybe?
Oh, is he Irish?
I'm not sure. Sure.
McElroy sounds Irish. Sounds a wee bit Irish if he's a McElroy.
Good, man.
And it's actually, I believe that's where golf originated.
Right. And look, I'm not mad at him because the part I like to look at here is that we want Tiger Woods, even when he did that comeback, shooting at 62.
Wait.
Let me just say, no, people like a success story. We like upsets. We like comebacks. Even if it's somebody who's fallen. Even when Mike Tyson, when he fell, we wanted him to come back. Just for the sake of seeing.
The underdog.
Yes.
Like Pac Stereo, cutting up through the ranks.
Let me give you the trending events right now so he can understand. The trending events right now, or sports events. I already told you about the new number one golfer.
Yeah.
And here's the funny part.
A little leprechaun.
Rory's new number one, but I bet you any money you don't know who was the former number one. That'll let you know how media plays a part in this.
I bet you if you gave me a choice of 3, I could pick him out.
Okay. Oh, you think you can pick 3, right?
Out of 3, I could pick him out.
Sergio Garcia, Phil Mickelson. Oh, so you already picked it. Wrong. Luke Donald.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
In the world how's the rank? I don't know.
Well, the rank is based on how often you play. Number one, you have to play often, and then you have to. Okay, you don't have to win all of them. Mario, you know what? Come on, man. Participate. Support the athletes, man.
I'm just saying it is always some bullshit.
Okay, let me go to the next trending tweet before he sits back and get enraged. The next one is bounty hunter punishment. I think this one's going to dominate what we're going to talk about. First of all, Mark, before you even chime in, that's a trending tweet right now. The next one is Kobe leads Lakers over the Heat. I think this is all a manufactured thing to get concerned over a regular season game that didn't mean much because of Bosh less. Now, we talked about this last night. You had your opinion, so we're going to revisit that. What you said about Miami, the Lakers. I know. Hold your tongue. But the story I think that is the real story, and watch this. The real story, triple-double. Rondo, right?
Right.
Okay. 18 points, 17 rebounds, and 20 assists. But the man that everybody's talking about, who's now hit a bump in the road, he has been slowed down. But wait a minute. Game. It's Jeremy's world, man. Now, Jeremy was the man on mano-a-mano with Rondo. He didn't even show up compared to what Rondo
you guys, we made this point, and here's the thing was so funny, especially from you, Vic, because you like flip-flopping in all your support. See, Vic totally was dissing the Celtics, totally. So PMC don't even give him no breaks because you was like PMC.
I said
you
the
were
team
at the beginning of the year like
old.
I'm just too old. Everything. So now what I always said is they still had enough to be competitive, but it was a matter of who's going to be the champion.
Right.
And it's funny that everybody loves to think in the NBA of an all or none kind of thing, right?
That's the way we're measured.
If you're not champion, it's nothing. So making a representative. So I was so pleased by the Celtics, and even as a non-Kobe fan,
right?
I was actually pleased with the Lakers,
right,
winning because it was so against what everybody was saying. They were really upset. So I enjoyed all of that.
The part that most people didn't get used to is that nobody knew how much the athletes were out of shape, and it takes longer for older athletes to get in shape. And so that's what we are all experiencing.
Vic, plus there's the other thing. You can never take out the equation that is your mentality and heart.
Right.
And that's going to come up later on, right, in another topic.
Yes.
In other words, what I mean is that the willingness to participate, the willingness to try, what makes you keep going, what makes some people say, I've had enough. And that goes beyond sports to anything, to life.
Right.
But that's a big issue. What makes some people say, I've had enough.
True.
And have some people train year-round. And versus those who have to slow it. It becomes more and more difficult as we get older.
Right.
To go in and out of shape. So, it's part of it.
Well, the part I want to recognize is that when the trade deadline comes up, they say, here's a theory. You wait till after the All-Star break, and then you see how people play, or the players play right before, right after, and right before the deadline. Everybody escalates because now trade, money's involved, decisions where to go, leveraging. So we're seeing that. All of a sudden, Rondo is stepped up. Who would not want a point guard that grabs 17 rebounds? That's ridiculous. He out-rebounded Kevin Garnett, all the backup centers on the Celtics. Now, that may be a win for you because you're saying, look how they stepped up. I said, here's the part where he's going, if you let me go, unleash me, I can move much faster, but I have to slow down because they can't deliver as much.
It is a team game, and so therein lies the rub.
Yeah,
the same thing with the Lakers. Plus, the other thing is that you could easily start to think that you could expect those kind of performances out of them every night, and you can't.
No, you can't. Not that way.
And that's the other thing, that you just really can't. You can't say, okay, now I'm going to use this to formulate my strategy.
Right.
Really. That may, I'm not saying you don't take it into account. I'm just saying that may or may not be the thing to do. You certainly take it into account. Right. But it's like Kobe.
Right.
Do you need him to make 30 points a game, really? If you do, you know that that's not going to get you to the championship.
Right. Look, all I'm saying is that we know that the Lakers as well is showing up their, let's say, their conditioning. Boston is showing some vigor, but guess what got him there? The points scored. You notice that as he converts the assists and rebounds to points. The only knock they got on Rondo is temperament because he wants to win and he hates losing. And at the same time,
they all like that. Jordan, everybody, all of them. They would even. You know what? People have actually said that I am demanding. Yeah. I've actually heard that.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
So if they can say that about me,
right?
You know what they can say about Rondo.
Well, I think what people really relate with you is that you're kind of a cross between. You got to coordinate in Red Fox. You're somewhere in between. So let me go to our first topic because we spent too much time on the trend. I didn't even have
that's because look what you did to my damn. I don't even know what the news was.
Well, look, I'm just saying this. I wanted to hit Rondo because I think he did something that elevated himself, especially against the competition. And the New York Knicks, who basically showed you a slowed down a little bit, but more conditioned Baron Davis. And now you see what Baron is trying to do. He's trying to be an overall assist man. He had 6 turnovers. Their problem at point guard is they're accumulating a lot of turnovers. And unfortunately, they need Stoudemire to step up to be who he used to be. So a lot of things are happening with the Knicks, but I guarantee you, if they don't make an impact this year, they're going to be a monster next season. But let me go over here because I want to still get this. Tiger Woods, to me, is staring in the face of the person that he once was. That's why I say
all of us. Every time you go to the bathroom and
See,
you get to then take hold
okay.
of the man you once were.
I don't. All right, I'm not. See my screen color. Look what you made me do.
Y'all know we talk about the men. All of us over 40 are going. The man I once was.
Okay.
So tread lightly on this one.
Look at my color in my screen. Look at this.
I'm just saying.
I'm changing.
How many of y'all?
All right,
y'all under 20 just remember it's going to get you.
Let me say this. I'm. See, you got
the
me.
Man you once were.
Let me say this. Okay. I'm saying this. Is golf ready for the new Phenom? Because it's been a long time. Is he in the best position? Because Tiger Woods is already, mid-30s, right? So he can't stay at the top forever. So even if he is making a comeback this year, are we ready for the new Phenom? That's all I'm saying. Okay, so
golf needs to take all the boxing fans, because boxing's a dead sport. So what you need is like a gangster-ass golfer with some kind of crazy club-ass action and get all the boxing fans, and then you're really ready. So golf is ready. I think golf is going to be the new gangster sport. Wait till the clothes. They're going to have gangster golfers in gangster clothes. It's going to be the new thing. That's what we need. Can't wait. Then we're going to have
you see when
the lesbian golfers are coming too.
I can't adjust my camera. I'm turning green. All right, let me say this. Let me do this. Let me say it in a way.
Monkey vomit green.
Okay. Let me say it this way. I kind of like the color. It's kind of different. I'm going to keep it on there for a while. All right, here's the thing. My question is this. Is Rory's success more about his winning or Tiger Woods losing? See, when you win, they measure your wins against somebody. So is this more about his success over Tiger or Tiger pushing him almost to the end? And, Tiger took second place in the Honda Classic. But is this more a story against Tiger losing? Because if Tiger wasn't in this game, would we care about Rory's win?
It makes it more interesting, even though I don't know. Are we really going to ride Tiger's descent into mediocrity like this?
He's not.
See, this
look
is what's
at my
so
new
bad.
color, man.
Everybody gets older. Are we really going to ride Tiger's descent? Are we going to really just ride him all the way down into mediocrity? Are we really going to do that?
Yes. We rode your descent.
People are determined. See, that's maybe why he should retire. See, that's the thing. Well, he should, okay, know what? Tiger, do it as long as you want. But the byproduct of that, and part of the price you pay, is that they're going to watch you and talk endlessly about your decline. Oh, that's purple. That's like Prince.
Right. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm following what your lead is, Marvin. What I'm saying is this.
That was pretty cool.
You actually, I know I kind of like the color. It's a little different, ain't it? But anyway, let me just say this. I agree with you. But don't you have to ride somebody's descent to have value against the win of somebody who's up and coming? If you have nobody as competitive, isn't boxing right now suffering?
Like if we get some of those rapper girls on the way down, or just as they're a little over the peak, like maybe cats saw Carrie Hilson on a billboard.
See, I get no help with the sports. This is my
See,
whole
they
point.
can get with us now.
Okay, let me say this. I think the part is so true here because the Klitschko brothers are like the heavyweight champions in boxing. Nobody cares because there's nobody to measure them against while they're winning. I think Rory's success, in part that he's talented and he is the man, all the props, but it's elevated because Tiger Woods is the man that he has to supplant.
See this picture you have?
Yeah.
The picture here suggests a kind of intensity that comes from lack of sexual activity.
Okay.
So I'm just saying this picture you brought.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe indirectly, Tiger still serves as an inspiration because he looks like a man is in need of a blowjob if I've ever seen.
Okay. Let me go to the next one because you're not helping. See, I participate in your subjects and you ring it with nice sports
look at this picture.
That's not the point.
When I look like that's what I need.
Okay.
Look at, you picked this picture. Either that or a bowel movement.
Let me say this.
Look at this picture.
Let me say this. Let me just say this. When you look at this picture, that has nothing to do with your analogy.
Picture.
Your analogy is
that's
way
like
off
you
base.
clenching your sphincter or something.
All right. I'm going over to the next subject because
I didn't pick that picture.
That's okay. Ask the chat line, what does that picture look like?
Everybody, what does that picture like to y'all?
Watch.
See, they know. Everybody out there know when they make that face, it's because you haven't had enough vegetables.
We'll read the
you
first
know you make
response.
that face, you haven't been getting your roughage.
Let me say this. The first
or your
response
girlfriend's trying to experiment.
We'll read the first chat response to see what they think about this picture, and I want to get their honest opinion.
PMC said you need some greens. Do you think this picture looks like when your girlfriend gets experimental one night?
He's talking about you.
I haven't made that face. Some of y'all made it in the shower today.
All right, let me go on to the next. This is not going to work. I need help.
I just tell you.
Let me go to my colorful. There we go. Now I got
That's
some.
pretty good.
I'm going to use this for a moment. It kind of gives me a little tint. All right, let me go back.
That's
now,
cool.
I know. Let me do this. All right. Saints coach Greg Williams is all the Twitter because somebody warned him. It's a trap. Okay, somebody set a trap for him because for all the stuff that's going down about the bounty hunting that comes from
he pled
inside.
guilty too fast.
I'm not. No. I'm saying this: for that information to come out and somebody are able to assign that to him, then the question is how come they didn't come out immediately when it first was in their eye sphere, so to speak. So all of a sudden now it's off season.
There's always been these kind of rumors and discussions.
Well, yeah,
maybe
I know.
It wasn't news.
Oh no, this is.
I mean, in the old days, what I mean by that. In the old days, this was common thing. When I played football, we had the head slap. I mean, on every play, wham.
Right.
I threw like punches all upside the ear holes and all
agree.
that. So it was that's what you were taught to do. So you were taught to hit. And remember now, you guys, even those of us who played even just high school football, you got points in practice. You got sodas, Buckeye, little things for your helmet for when you gave big hits.
Right.
When you caused a fumble. So you were rewarded constantly.
Right.
For that kind of behavior. So it wasn't news.
Right.
You were rewarded for knocking even as a ball player, I consider myself a clean player because I never really wanted to take out your knees just to hurt you, even though everybody did low hits and everything.
Right.
But I did want to knock the shit out of you. But in a nice, kind way.
You notice that
to get your attention.
To get my 10 on.
But I definitely wanted to hit you. So I don't know how you merge this, Victor. Once again, it's the issue of whether or not some sports just can't last.
I'll say this. When you are actually surprised about something like this, to me, the first thing that happens is that you don't know enough about the inside game of football.
Right.
It's a reward system.
Exactly.
The word bounty makes it seem more like it's something egregious.
Right,
now,
like to kill them or something, to take out a life.
A bounty. And I said there's a reward. It's a legal way to incentivize your players for the number of sacks, interceptions, all that. They just went on top of it and said, we want to reward you even more. Now, of course, they broke some rules. So here's the issue first before we go to the second one. The first issue is how severe will the penalty be on Greg Williams? And will they isolate the penalty just to go to him? Or will the Saints organization in totality suffer from this?
You know what? I'll be like this. Huh?
You know what?
What? I didn't see anything.
See what I'm saying?
Did you see anything?
No, they already got the information.
I didn't see.
They have already accumulated. He's going to see.
And my answer is, listen. I watch politics. You go like this, huh? Did you see it?
They already got the data. They already got it. This is just a matter of levering out the punishment. This already done. So my question to you is, so you don't think it's going to be a punishment?
Huh?
You know what? You see,
no. Watch, no.
You don't think nobody's going to be punished?
No.
Oh, I guarantee you somebody's going to be punished.
No.
Because
no. What's going to end up this is what it mostly has to do with, to tell you the truth. It has to do with the civil liability, because since the U.S. since the NFL is being sued by people who you had a bunch of football players who were hurt in the old days, so they're going to use today's medical knowledge to sue,
right,
on behalf of their old injuries and what people used to do as a standard practice, which was rotten.
Right.
And so they're going to sue. So this ties into that, because it's mostly, Vic, of documenting the NFL's policies that led to injury. That's why it's really the deeper pocket.
Right.
See, the deeper pocket is not Greg Williams, the person.
No, it's not.
The deep pocket is the NFL.
Right.
And so the NFL will seek to do damage control.
Right.
By isolating it on people. But The issue is, for the most part, you're going to see denial to a certain extent as people attempt to document the specific instances, and that's what's going to take forever.
No, I understand this. See, I think the part is...
So, no, I say no.
You know, the NFL usually, as any other organization goes, like, it's not necessarily...
He's already retired, isn't he?
No. I don't think he's retired.
No, he's not retired, but he's not...
He's not there at the...
he's not on anybody's team right now.
Right. So
he'll get some money to... He won't have to be on anybody's team, but watch and see if he don't buy a new house.
Right. I'll say this.
I bet you he buys a new house.
No, I agree. I think the part is that Goodell... Okay, you're talking about a man who has to run the ship. And they're looking at the other things can happen outside of the realm of what has already happened. In other words, if there's no penalty whatsoever, you're sending a message. And that message is you have to have containment. So to have containment, you have to have somebody as an example or something.
Not necessarily, because that would, in this instance, that makes you more liable.
Right.
So you can't make him liable if I'm making NFL liable. So they're going to attempt to contain it there.
Right. And I think that the public is going to sit here and then it's like this, is when you turn around and go, well, you know, everybody, it's all good. It was nothing
The public
wrong.
doesn't care.
You don't think so? You know, I'm going to tell you something.
Let me tell you.
You better be careful now.
Okay, let me give you an example. It has to do with the amount of money spent.
Right.
The NFL certainly has deep enough pockets to spread millions around to make this go away.
Yeah.
They're not trying to contain the millions. They're trying to contain the hundreds of millions.
Yes, I know.
So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's why I go, it'll be contained.
Right.
It actually won't be so much him because it's not him anyway. He actually is somebody.
Right.
If it was a different instance where you could isolate it on him,
right,
you would, but it's not. It's that the deep pocket is the NFL itself.
Right.
So, no, they're going to drag the whole thing. It's going to be like Imran.
Right.
They're going to drag it all
I know
out.
that.
And you're not going to hear about anything for 5 or 10 years.
Oh, I think it's going to be way sooner. I can't wait. We're going to follow
No,
up
the
on
legal
story.
will be dragged out. There will be no conclusion because they're going to try to take it to civil court. And that's why I'm saying it's going to take years.
Yeah.
It'll be 5 to 10 years in civil court.
I think the part that's going to happen is that, you know, they said the NFL makes their rules. When they make their rules, they break their rules, and then they always invent and reinvent new rules.
All they can do is ban him from the league, and like I said, even if they do that and ban him from the league, watch him buy a new house.
Oh yeah,
if he gets banned by the league, it's because he got paid under the table.
That's what I'm saying.
Millions of dollars to just, and even still, that doesn't take the fall because it doesn't change the civil suit against the NFL.
Now here we go with our exit question, because they always say there's a cheater in the midst. There's the inside man. It could be a woman, you guys. So what we're going to find out now is that you just don't wait for the information to arise to sit there and say, you know, is he guilty or not? We have to find out, how did the information come? And since Mario and I sat here, we start thinking of every scenario that could possibly happen, because the players are going, when you're a snitch, Mario, you believe in this, you should not snitch from the inside, right?
No, even though it probably is a former player, but it could be a fairly smart significant other of a player.
Okay, I agree with you.
It'd have to be a smart one, because a lot of people don't pay attention to football enough to even care about any of that.
That's right.
But there are those who are savvy enough. So it could be a significant other, a recent divorcee.
Let me do this.
A football wife.
We know one thing. A Kardashian is not involved. So we now know that we have something to consider. So let's do this right now. We're both going to go like this. Was Coach Greg Williams set up, and possibly by whom? Of course he was set up. We know this already, all right? He was trapped. You can tell. Now, I'm going to give you some choices, Mario. You tell me what sounds more solid, because, you know, the old wise one here has played football, and he's been around those in the room who actually never got on the field and want to tell on somebody. Isn't that right, Mario? In your high school days, you were a linebacker and a quarterback, right?
No, and a tackle. Offensive tackle quarterback.
Did you have to bounty hunt?
I told you that was the whole. That's why you played. The whole part of the thing of playing football was the hit. I was a middle linebacker.
Okay.
I used to pick a spot like 3 feet behind you and try to run for that.
See, you have to
we would start to put our forehead in your numbers.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, in other words, I would try to I had to learn to keep my eyes open and run into you, looking at you. That took a minute to learn how to do. That took some crazy stuff.
See?
Luckily, I was 230-pound high school linebacker.
See, that's what I'm saying. So there's a reason why we're going to find out.
That shit hurt.
We have no inside information, but we're going to look at the choices. This is the choices I have, or these are the choices I have, and I'll just mention them right off the hand. First one, it was an inside man. No, an outside woman. You know, you said something that was, again, philosophical there, man. Also, a beer-drinking friend or associate.
A beer-drinking friend or associate.
Oh, wait a minute. I like that. I like that.
A broke-ass.
Beer-drinking friend or associate.
Broke-ass.
Okay, wait.
Beer-drinking friend.
All right. We still got a couple of choices. What about a highly touted, now waived former bench player?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
That's probably, okay, that's my number one.
Okay, wait a minute.
That's the one. One of those ones you don't think, who's all cool, like,
right.
never complain.
Right.
He went and got him some money.
All right.
Watch till he gets a new house.
Okay.
Too.
Now I got two more that you guys never think of because I do believe in barbarians at the gate.
That's true.
Major League Baseball or the NBA. See, you have to think of the inside being the competition against major sports genres. So
that's so smart, Vic. Damn, your sports is like Cosmopolitan.
All right.
Like the Cosmopolitan magazine of sports.
You know you're wrong.
All of these, this is like Conspiracy Wednesday.
Yeah, okay, it's not a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy that you just said Major League Baseball and NBA.
Somebody might have.
Look, even PMC said, damn. Vic just led this to the whole thing is by the NBA trying to take out Major League Football. You heard it here first. Victor Allen.
You know what? You would never consider it.
I guess we have to consider it now.
All right, now let me.
Victor Allen.
I'm just saying. I always say the right hand's over here to keep you focused, while the left hand is over here taking you in the back, and you never see it. Okay, Mario, don't say that.
Both hands in your pockets.
All right, so
not
Mario. So let me pick the one I think you picked. You already picked. So you picked the beer drinking friend and associate.
No, I'm going with the highly touted now waived former bench player.
That's the one I picked. Yeah, I think it's somebody who's just caught up.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Kind of look like Mitch Kupchak.
Now, let me do this before we get out of here. We got two stories. We got to rate them because we covered them so clearly. Rory Mclleroy, new number one golfer. Is he, Mario, balling? Is he whatever? Big pimping? Something for the ladies.
You can't be big pimping or something for the ladies with a name like Rory. We got to call him Killer McElroy. Killer. The Killer McElroy.
Okay.
He is an Irish lad. A little beastie lad, followed by little leopards.
See, you know
little
what?
Leprechauns, little Lucky Charms.
You know what? You're not bad. You're pretty good. I got to give it to you. All right. So all right. You eliminate. You know what? I just want to go to hot picks real quick. Hurry up, man. Go give me the one he is.
He's balling.
Okay. All right.
Because you can't be big pimping or something. You could be balling with a name like Rory.
I'm going to tell you this.
You could be balling. Rory's balling.
Okay.
But once you keep balling, change your name to Killer McElroy.
Well, I'm going to say this. That's pretty good, man. I like that. I'm going to say this. Number one, he's definitely balling. And because of his age, I know the ladies are all over him. Because, Mario, you say it all the time.
They've seen his putter. At
this age, what do you say that young men and women are thinking about at the age of 22, 23 years of age?
Using their putter? How good they are with their putter.
I'm going to say it for him.
The little putter.
Mario says this. He says this.
On the greens.
Look, all they're thinking
driver.
about
it's how their driver.
Sex.
Their putter and their driver.
Social life. And having fun. So he right now is something for the ladies, dude. I'm just saying that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Now let me go to
I'll take your word for it.
All right. Now, let me say this one.
Yeah.
Okay. The story bounty hunter. Does it fit any category at all? Is it upset or let down? Whatever. It ain't balling, right? Or is
it's actually.
What is it?
I don't know. It doesn't fit. It may be outside your category, Vic. For once, you may have stooped yourself.
Yeah, I did.
You fooled yourself.
I did. That's why I said whatever.
You just
see the extra category is
wow,
whatever.
That was brilliant. Another wonderful insight from Vic.
And I'm done with New Sports. I'm done.
Unique insight from sports. Victor Allen's unique. Neil Irvin Sports. Hot. It's new. It's new. It's new boo boo. New boo boo.
Oh man.
Woo.
Why can't you be a little bit more
eloquent
during my segments? First of all, PM.